Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you episode 60 of my brand new comics haul series. This is a series where each and every week when I head down to my local comic shop and pick up the new books that I'm going to be picking up that week, I show you guys everything I got and I tell you everything you need to know about every single issue. So this week I ended up picking up 5 issues in total, 3 from Image and 2 from Marvel. And now that all of the comics are out of the bag, we've of course got to get the bag out of the way. Okay, now that that's over with, I want to do something a little bit differently today. I've never done this before, but I thought I'd do a couple community shoutouts. I've got 3 different channels, different comic channels. These are all people that comment on my videos. I comment on theirs. Hopefully you guys will check out these channels. I'll link them all down below. They've got some really great comics content. Let's get right into it. So first off, I wanted to give a huge shout out to J80 Hobbies. He's been really supportive of my channel and comments on almost every single video. He's got some really awesome comics content. He's been doing some great comic reviews. He just put out a 2 Moons review, which I really like, and some great comic hauls. At the moment, he's at 94 subscribers, so if we could actually get him to 100 through the shout out, that would be super awesome. Next up, we've got Motu Joneser. This is another comics channel. He also does a bunch of other stuff, some toy reviews. He gave me a shout out on his channel, which I really appreciated, so I thought I would return the favor. He's also got some little animations, stop motion animations with action figures he's been doing recently, and I've been really liking those, so make sure you check out his channel as well, Motu Joneser. And lastly, I wanted to give one more shout out to a channel called Main Event Comics. He's got some really great comics content also. He's been doing some really good Fantastic Four Reckoning War reviews. We're both really liking this event, so I've been liking watching his deep dives into the issues. Make sure you check out his channel too. That's Main Event Comics. Let's get right into the haul for today. We'll start it off with Marvel Comics with my most anticipated issue of the week. This week, that's going to have to go to Venom Lethal Protector issue number 1. So to be honest, I actually wasn't planning on getting this one at first. It's only going to be a 5-issue miniseries. It's set in the past during like the 90s days of Venom, and it has the same name as Venom's first original miniseries. That was also called Venom Lethal Protector, and I actually dropped the ongoing Venom series, which has been going on lately by Al Ewing and Rom V. Marvel has had a whole trend lately that they've been doing, where they've been putting out more and more comics that are set in the past. We've got like even a couple different ones that are also out this week, that Wolverine patch one in Wolverine's Madripoor days. They've got X-Men Legends, that Ben Reilly Spider-Man series. There's a whole bunch that I can't even think of off the top of my head. It's almost like they're running out of ideas, but I guess it is kind of good because they're giving people nostalgia for these old series, giving them a glimpse back to what things used to be. I just decided to pick this up off the shelves because the artwork looked really cool. Hopefully it's some great writing by the original writer of Venom. We'll see. If you guys are getting this, let me know down in the comment section below what you're thinking of it. I'll be curious to read this one and see what I think. That's Venom Lethal Protector issue number 1, my most anticipated issue of the week. Alright, next up from Marvel, this is the last issue I ended up picking up from them this week. It's in the same side of the universe as that Venom issue. We've got Carnage Forever issue number 1. So this is just a big oversized one-shot, and it's set before Carnage number 1, which actually came out last week. I was planning on getting that one too, but my shop didn't have copies. I think they're going to come in soon. So we've got 2 stories contained within this one big one-shot. The first story is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, which I'm definitely looking forward to. He was one of the main writers on the Extreme Carnage event, which was like that 8-part event that happened a few months ago. I really enjoyed that, but it left Carnage off in a place where the symbiote was just on its own. I think it like flew away with its symbiote wings, right, from Donny Cates' run of Venom, and it was just off in the wild, which was kind of a weird ending for such a big event. But now this is leading into the new Carnage ongoing that we had come out last week. Rom V is going to be the main writer on that, and I think he also does do a 10-page backup in this issue. That's Carnage Forever number 1. Alright, let's hop on over to Image Comics this week. I ended up getting 3 different issues from them this week. It's pretty unusual that I get more Image Comics than Marvel Comics. The first one here, though, I also grabbed off of the shelves. This is Ghost Cage number 1. I wasn't planning on getting this one either. I know I've said that a lot in this video already, but this is just going to be a 3-issue miniseries, and I heard really good things about it, reading and watching reviews the night before this came out, and this is written and illustrated by Nick Dragotta, along with the co-writer Caleb Gollner. And from what I've heard about this, it's basically just like a dystopian comic, like a lot of Image comics are. It didn't really seem like it was that out of the ordinary when I first heard about it, but looking inside, it is in black and white, but they're going for like kind of a manga-inspired style. This is like 40 pages. It did cost $6. You'll probably get bang for your buck though, because Nick Dragotta is a really great artist. He was the artist on East of West, which I have yet to completely read, but I did read like the first 8 issues. I picked all those up at a comic shop for a pretty good price. That's Ghost Cage issue number 1. I'm really curious about this one to see what the whole plot is and how the artwork is. Alright, I've just got a couple issues left from Image Comics this week. The next one that I've got here is Saga Number 57. This is another one of my most anticipated anticipated issues of the week. I've been really enjoying Saga. I read the entire compendium about over like the month before number 55 came out. As many of you probably already know, the series went on a 3-year hiatus. Basically, the main idea, although there's a lot more that goes on in it, I can't get too into it, but the main idea is just that there's these two different factions. There's like this moon, which is called Wreath, and then there's the planet that it orbits, which is called Landfall. The people on Landfall are like winged creatures, and then the people on Wreath have horns, so that's what differentiates them. But they've been in this never-ending war for like decades, maybe even centuries, and that war is continuing on through the entirety of Saga. But then there's these people called Marco and Alana. They've had a child together, but they're actually Wreaths and Landfallians, so it's like this hybrid child, which they've named Hazel, and the entire story is just about Hazel growing up in her entire adventure. That's Saga number 57. This has been a really great return to the series so far, and I've got high hopes for the future of it. Alright, thank you for sticking around to the very end of the video. Everyone who's still watching, I've got one more issue to show you guys this week. Also from Image Comics, we've got Gunslinger Spawn number 6. So Gunslinger is one of the two Spawn's Universe titles that I decided to keep. I dropped the Scorched and the regular Spawn ongoing. I wasn't liking those as much, and I kept Gunslinger and King Spawn. Gunslinger Spawn, honestly though, at the moment I would say is my favorite Spawn's Universe title. Look at this cover alone by Brett Booth. We've got this whole storyline going on with the clown trying to recruit Gunslinger Spawn to be part of his mission to stop Al Simmons' Spawn. And that's kind of been what's happening for like the last 3 issues at this point. It might get a little tiresome by the end of this one, because looking inside it looks like it's just another big fight for pretty much the whole issue between the clown and Gunslinger, but I think both characters are really interesting. Todd McFarlane has been doing pretty well writing on this one. He started to ease off a little bit of those like really huge text bubbles that he usually does. I won't get into too many more details. I'm liking the series so far. Kind of ready to move on from the whole clown thing, but I do like the fights between Gunslinger and that character. We'll see. That's Gunslinger issue number 6. Can't wait to read this one. Well, alright then. That was every single one of the brand new issues that I ended up picking up this week for New Comic Book Day. Let me know what you guys got down in the comment section below. Which issue was your favorite if you already read them, or if you haven't yet, which one is your most anticipated issue this week? Be sure to check out all 3 of those channels that I gave shoutouts to. Their links are down in the description below. Those are some really great channels, so make sure to go show them some support. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also, if you're new, if you liked the video, you can also hit the notifications bell, which is sitting right next to it. You'll be notified every single time I post a new video if you don't want to miss any. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.